Hi, and welcome to yoga class. If you're subscribed, welcome back. It is so lovely to have you here again. Today we're going to break down forward folds. Please feel free to take a break in child's pose at any point during this class. Whenever you feel ready, grab a few blocks and meet me on your yoga mat, standing facing the short front side of your mat. Let's break down feet first. Toes facing forward looks like this. Toes and feet facing 45 degrees, the front side of your mat looks like this. Adjust your feet back to front facing. Notice if your feet are placed flat on the ground or if you're rolling your ankles in or out. Notice if you're leaning on one of your legs more than the other. Try to center your weight in between both of your feet evenly. Now find the center of your feet by rocking from your toes to your heels. Slowly center your weight in your feet, balanced between both of your feet and evenly displaced. Rolling in and out of a forward fold. Rise your arms up above you, reaching towards the sky. Keep your body in a straight line from your heels to your fingertips. If you're ever asked to rise up on your toes, keep a straight line. Imagine keeping a straight line from your toes to your fingertips. One way to do this is to reach as much as possible towards the sky. Slowly reach your hands to the sides, forming a T. Continue to sweep your arms in this direction towards the ground as you slowly, one vertebrae at a time, make your way into your first forward fold of the day. On your next inhale, roll your spine back to standing. Start this movement in your lower back, then ripple your spine straight. Your arms should sweep off to the sides, then back up into the air. Exhale and place your hands back at your sides. Now try rolling your spine in and out, starting with your hands at your sides. Feet distance. This is what it looks like to have your feet together. Rotating and pulling both of your legs together all the way up from your ankles to your knees to your hips. This is what feet hip distance looks like. Feet stacked directly below your hips, knees engaged. Some forward folds may ask for slightly wider than hip distance. I align my feet to the edges of the mat. Depending on my knees or my back, I may even start to turn my feet out. This is a wide leg forward fold stance. 45 degrees with my feet and my knees balling up, legs engaged, trying to push my legs apart. Now try pulling your legs together. Come to a standing and reset facing the short end of your mat. Breath. Most of the time, forward folds will match the fold. Folding, you exhale. Standing, you inhale. Sometimes I feel a compression against my abdomen and legs preventing me to take a deep breath. I may turn my knees out or slightly come out of the stretch to make more room. It is important to continue to breathe whenever inverted, so find what is most comfortable for you, and know it may change depending on the day. Flat back. Reach your arms up once again. Lift your arms so much it lifts you up onto your toes. Keep your back straight. Imagine your spine is replaced with a metal rod. Settle back on your heels, then sweep your arms out to the sides. Hinge at your hips, keeping your back straight. Slowly lower your arms to the ground, keeping your back straight. At the last moment, relax your spine into the curve your body needs to reach the ground. Take a few moments here. To exit out of this, it is the opposite of how we got in. Look out to the floor. Start to straighten your back. Pull your belly button towards your spine to engage your core further. Use your core to straighten your spine and start to lift your chest at the same time. Start to form your arms in a T shape. Continue to lift your chest and your arms as you keep your back straight. Make your way to a standing position. Neck and arms, and make your way to a forward fold. Find a place to look that will relax your neck. Another way to think of relaxing your neck is to try to find a position with your neck that creates no creases on any of the sides. For example, if I strain to look out in front of me, the back of my neck will have creases. Hand placement. One hand placement is reaching flat directly in front of each foot. Another hand placement is reaching towards or through your feet. You can also interlace your fingers around your big toes. I also enjoy interlacing my fingers behind my neck. Or I interlace my fingers behind me with straight arms, dripping them towards the ground. Another arm position I enjoy is called gorilla pose, with the backs of my hands on the ground, standing on the palms. This takes balance. Bent knees. Sometimes I prefer to do my forward folds with bent knees. Whenever I'm in a wide-legged forward fold, I will bend my knees out at a 45-degree angle in alignment with my feet. Sometimes I may bend my knees to reach further towards the ground. Then I can straighten my legs a little further. Look and flat back. When someone says inhale and come to a flat back, do this by pressing your fingertips into a block in front of your feet or into your shins or into the ground. Pull your belly button towards your spine to engage your core. Lift your chest. Look out at your hands or out in front of you. Create a flat back from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Adjust your feet. Press your hands into the ground for balance. Toe heel your feet into a wider and closer stance. Now try stepping into a wider and closer stance. Now that you have tried both of these tactics, pick one of these tactics and make your way to a wide-legged forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Feet 45-degree facing the long side of your mat, knees 45-degree pointed in the same direction as your toes. Engage your knees, pulling your knees up towards your hips. Push your legs apart. Now, switch and pull your legs together. Notice how the push or pull may make your body feel different. For myself, I can sometimes relieve pressure in my back when I gently push my legs apart against the yoga mat. Neck and arms. Find a place to look that will relax your neck and create no creases on the sides or front or back of your neck. Arm positions. One hand placement is to reach flat directly in front of you, placing your hands hip distance away from each other. Another hand placement is to reach towards or through your feet. You can also interlace your fingers around your big toes. I enjoy interlacing my fingers behind my neck. I also like to interlace my fingers behind my back with straight arms, dripping them towards the ground. Forward fold in and out of Malasana. Adjust your feet about hip distance or a little more. Press your hands back into the ground. Adjust your feet 45-degree angle. Use your glutes to pull your knees out. Bend your knees into a low squat. Maybe you would like to use a block to sit on. Sit back on this block. Then press your hands firmly into the ground again and press yourself into a forward fold. Try this a few times. Mountain pose. Whenever you feel ready, roll your way back to standing. Feet hip distance, facing forward. Roll your shoulders up, then back, then down. Palms facing forward. Thank you so much for joining me in yoga class today for Forward Fold Deep Dive. What pose do you think I should break down next? Let me know in the comments down below. It would mean so much to me if you were to subscribe. It is completely free for you and it helps me a butt ton. Thank you again for sharing your yoga practice with me. I hope that you have a wonderful day.